All right. Okay. Here's what I got. I think posterity finally caught up with me, and yeah, you know what they say about pride. Well, I fell down, and I fell down so hard that my face bounced on the pavement a couple of times. Uh, so, uh, what what's happened is, if you remember in the previous couple of segments, I did a little checkout on this thing after I got it rewired and recapped and everything, and she working was real good, and I got an alignment done on it. Now, beyond that, I was primping and doing this and doing that with the front bezel and getting the labeling in it, and getting that all set and winding up the cabinet and the speaker grill cloth, that I figured it was time for me to go ahead and do something with make the adjustments to the push button presets, so that way they would be dialed in, at least for my area, for purposes of demonstration. Well, they never did. I never could get them adjusted, at least to any strong degree. I got very poor reception on these, on all of them, actually. I could not make any adjustments to the antenna trimmers at all, as far as volume intensity or decreasing. There was no adjustment at all on that, only on the coils. But the only thing that I managed to get on that was our local station, nothing else. Even dialing the plug, the slug, all the way forward and all the way back, one station, and it picked it up in two different spots. So I went through and I started hunting down. Excuse me while I drag up my stool, pigeon. I started going through and checking here and there for stuff. That resistor right there, I had to replace. It was out. Oh, and another thing, three tubes I had to replace. How they were functioning, I have no idea. One had a complete short in it. I mean, I plugged it into the tube tester and immediately got a short. The shorts light lit up. So, and I think that was on one of the XXLs. It might have been one of the V7s, but anyway, I wound up replacing three tubes on it. One tube was completely dead, and I think that was a V7. I went to test it, and nothing. It didn't move, not even a tick mark. So now, the next thing I did was I double-checked some of the spots in here on these connections here that go to the push button areas. And if you remember, these things here in some of the Philcos, not all, I have never considered replacing these on any of the other Philcos. I think 155 uses them, a 255 uses them, the 355 obviously uses them, and maybe a couple other models that uses the push button types. Of the slanted front radios, I believe. That's what these here. And now they put one, I think, in the 255 that is that is a double unit, and it incorporates two 370 pico caps in it. And it's on a rotary switch, and it's a little bit difficult to get to, but it's doable. Well, on one or two other of the radios that I've done over the years of the Philcos of this kind of type that's got these in there, I've had to replace these. So I went ahead and replaced them. Now they do check out all right. I think one is close to right on, and the other one is just a little off, a little high, but not. I mean, it's still in the ballpark. So I put these in there and got a little better response out of it, but it's still nothing like the others. I replaced this one, was one of those, and this one was one of those. This one here was a 200 picofarad that would come off of this coil and went to the broadcast lug on here, and this is the one that has that little dummy cap that goes across here. Wire and lug is what they refer to it as. Now, I rerouted some of the other wires and got them closer to what was original, but I do pick up the station, and I pick it up better, but I only pick up one station and two different parts of the where the slug goes. Still no adjustment on the antenna trimmers. None, not even a peep. There's no change in its intensity. So this thing here has just been kicking my booty all over the park. So the only thing that I can do, that I still yet to do, which God, is go through here and recheck all my work, because even though, if you remember in one of the previous videos, I said, wow, don't mean to tell me I got it on the first shot. Well, it wouldn't be hard to miss, for it not to work, even if you had this here hooked up wrong, because there's a different set of operating circumstances that happens when it's in its dial manual tuning, and when it's, because I can pick up shortwave, and I mean a lot of shortwave, and I can dial in, like I say, the one FM station, but push buttons, wrong answer. So I'm going to have to go through and do a search and destroy on my connection points and anything associated with this circuit. Now, all of these are associated with that circuit. I mean, I'm complete up to here, but it's in here that's going to be the thing. I got a request out on Antique Radio Forum on some assistance, and a short video clip that is linked into my my post, so they can see the characteristics that because whenever I come over here and I bring my finger close to either one of these, or this coil here, or that coil there, or up here, I get a booming sound out. I mean, it's like it's like I'm right in the studio. But still no adjustment on the antenna trimmer. So something is messed up in here, or I got a problem with one of the components on one of the tubes in the pre-stage that is not doing what it should be doing. So I got a lot of doggone hunting to do, and I don't know if I got enough bullets. So anyway, enough talk. I'm going to have to I just got my rubbers in this morning for the four corners. So anyway, I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to complete this one here. I've been working on this thing now for 2 days, 2 solid days, from about 10 o'clock in the morning till about 5 o'clock in the evening. And I guess I've been just digging a hole. So it's time to build me a ladder. So let me try that, and hopefully we'll get around to winding this thing up. I really don't want to. I really want to refrain from starting another radio until this one here is ready to slide off the bench and into the cabinet. So wish me luck. And I'll have an update on what I find out, when I find out, if I find out. So thanks for watching.